Okay. Let me put this over here. Why is my pop-up not working? Come on, pop-up. Where are you at?
Maybe you can mute yourself.
I know.
Maybe.
No, I needed to mute myself.
Okay. Hi guys, let's see. We're going to be starting shortly. So why is my pop-up not working?
Oh, the pop-up TV.
The pop-up at the top of the screen.
Which one is that?
This one, the pop-up, it literally says pop-up. Oh well, that's okay.
Well, turn this one.
Still working out the glitches. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. So I do have an announcement that I'm going to make at the end of this live stream. Hi Ahood, hi Jackie, how are you guys? Thank you for being here. So yeah, stick around to the end because I'm going to have a special announcement. So last week, when was it, Cameron? Our last live stream. So we ended up doing a free mini reading giveaway, and we had this gentleman that won, but he never contacted me. So I'll be talking about that at the end of this general love forecast. All right, guys. So if you're new to my channel, we'd love it if you subscribe, and for all of my returning viewers, thank you guys. It's been a while, hasn't it? For some of you guys, it's been a while. And part of the reason why that is because the program that we were using for these live streams, it just kept crashing because of like some program issues, but I think we are squared away here. And just a reminder, if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask Cameron. She is our moderator. She'll be happy to address any issues or questions that you might have. And of course, we'll make time at the end of the live stream to go ahead and give you guys the opportunity to request a personal mini reading if that's something that you would like. All right, let's begin. Renee, greetings from New Jersey. Oh, nice. Welcome. We are in California. Oh, I'm glad you're doing better, Ahood. That's nice to hear. All right. Let's start, guys. So I'm going to be doing the letters like I have done before. It just gives it a more personal feel to give us an idea of who is coming through in this reading. So let's grab some letters. Could be a part of your name. It could be, of course, the person that's coming through for you. So let's begin. All right, we have an O. Okay, we have O and U. Ahood, that's a part of your name. We have K. We have S. Okay, what else? Oh, you've been healing. You had a leg injury. Oh, I'm glad you're doing better. Leg injuries are not nice. We have an E. My dad, like for the longest, when he was like in his 20s or 30s, his knees were just so bad, but he loved to play basketball. And this one day, he jumped up to grab the ball and he just fell on his knee, and that was it. It was just the worst injury ever. And he's 83 now, and his legs, his knees still give him issues, even though he's had the surgery. So I'm glad you're healing well. All right, so we have a T. Ooh, look, we've got KK. All right. Somebody's initials could be KK. two people, maybe first names both start with a K, so however way that makes sense. We have an E. Oh, we have two E's. Wait a minute. We've got double E's here, so same thing applies. Or somebody's first and last name start with the same letter. You broke your femur. Oh my god. Ouch. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're on the other end of your healing journey here. Let's see what else here. We have a G. I'm guided to pull 5 more cards, so let's see what those are. We have Q. Z. Okay. J. Let's grab 2 more here. We have a Y and one last one. For my singles, these letters might not mean anything to you. It might happen to come across later on. You could always go back to this reading and watch it if something jumps out at you. And it's whenever you're guided to watch it, really. So obviously we're live right now, but there will come a point where some of you guys might run across this reading, and it could be a week later, a month later, whenever it happens, and there could be a message there that makes sense for you. So take from it, as always, what makes sense. So we've got the letters right there. Feel free to, once it's been broadcast, you can always go back, pause it, play around with these letters, and something might jump out at you if it doesn't already. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some zodiac signs. All right, set these guys aside. And I've combined a couple of decks, and so we could have double or even triple placements in the same sign. We'll see. All I need is an A and an H. Exactly. Oh, man. Maybe there's something here for you. We'll see. I'm sure it's been a challenge. I'm glad you're good, though. All right, so let's grab the zodiac sign. So Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. My twin's first name starts with J, but he has okay E in his name. Okay. All right, Jackie. Let's see what the general message is. All right, we've got Capricorn coming through here. We have Aquarius. We have double Capricorn. All right, maybe this person has a lot of Capricorn in their chart. Maybe you guys could both be a Capricorn. We've got Sagittarius coming through as well. One thing I actually love about these cards is it's got different messages on the back. You know, so this one is focused on Sagittarius birthstone. It's pretty cool. But for now, we're just taking a look at the overall zodiac energy. And Ahud, that's right, you are Aquarius. All right, what else? We have Gemini coming through as well. In his first name and last name, Jackie, okay. I'm really hoping I'm able to tap into your situations for those of you who are tuned in. Another Sagittarius. Look at this, guys. All right, so triple Capricorn, that could be significant for some of you. We've got Virgo coming through. Let me grab one more. That's a lot of Capricorn presenting itself there. All right, and then we have Leo. So take those signs if it makes sense so far. And again, if you happen to catch this after it's been live, something again might make sense. So let's go ahead and take a look at the messages and how it presents itself today. But that's so far what's coming through. All right, guys. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever is in need of this guidance. What do we need to know here? What is the energy? We are starting off with this message. I simply cherish our time together. You embrace me with the warmth of your love. So that might be a significant message for some of you guys. Also, the whole fireplace reference. It's a cooler time of year, you know, where we do turn on our fireplaces if we have one. Maybe that's quality time that you guys have spent together, if that makes sense. All right, let's see what else. I feel this is somebody who misses you for those of you who are not together. So this one says, my world is at a standstill without you in it. Our memories frozen in my mind. So there's something about the memories. They're still thinking about you. It doesn't even matter how long it's been. For some of you guys, maybe it's been a while. For some of you, maybe it's more of a recent separation. And it does say, only you can melt this never-ending pain in my heart. So they're struggling. They are struggling. I'll carry your heart with me forever. So even if you guys, let's just say, are not meant to come back together in this lifetime, I feel you've made enough of an impact in this person's life that there's something very special about you and how they see you. And bottom of the deck, there's something about the chemistry here between two people. And again, even though you guys might be in separation, that doesn't even matter. There's something that continues to pull them in. So let's clarify this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those who need this message. Look at that. We've got the sun coming through, and we got Leo earlier. So this is picking up off of Leo energy. That could also be giving us a time frame. So maybe July, August of next year could be significant for some of you guys. Maybe as far as hearing from this person or something ultimately moves you guys forward. It could represent progress. I love how both of these cards are right next to each other, the sun and the star. So we've got Leo, we've got Aquarius coming through, and I know who that's your sign, you know. So there's something, if what you're focused on, if what you're wishing for has to do with missing somebody and maybe reconnecting with them, if that's not the case, it could be that they're wishing for you. Nine of Wands. So there was a Tower moment here. If that applies to your situation, more than likely a separation. For some of you guys, maybe it is no contact. This has come through as maybe a hurtful situation. It wasn't an easy thing to go through. But with the Nine of Wands, you know, there's something about you that is coming through where it's an indication that you're a strong person, regardless of some of the difficult moments that you have encountered in your life. And it doesn't just have to be focusing on your love life. It could be about anything that you've gone through, knowing that the sun will shine again. The path forward looks bright. And look at this, you've got the Nine of Cups. So we have the Star and the Nine of Cups. Both of these cards focusing on wish fulfillment. So if that's something that you guys are tapped into, a particular wish, whatever that might be for you, I feel the universe is listening, you know? So continue to put that vibe out there, and that's what you have the capability to attract. I'm telling you guys, though, we've got the Ten of Cups. That's followed by the Six of Cups. So going back to this card, my world is at a standstill without you in it. Our memories frozen in my mind. Here are the memories. Here are the memories right here. They think of you. They think of you often. Ten of Cups, you know, it could represent maybe that you guys talked about long-term commitment. You guys might have talked about getting married. It's that type of relationship where it's long-term. They're really focused on a future that they could have with you. You guys might have talked about that. But yeah, they are thinking about you. I feel this person wants a reconciliation, or maybe that's a part of your vibe as well. You know, where you would not mind reconnecting with this individual. We've got Sagittarius coming through right there. I feel, you know, the Tower represents chaos and destruction. It's stressful. It's a stressful event. The Temperance card represents peace. It represents harmony, tranquility. as we can see here. And it's a desire for a reconciliation. And you couple that up with the Six of Cups. That's what they're thinking about. That's what they're focused on. So if you're on board, if you're thinking about that as well, then this has actually a really good opportunity to come together. And it seems to be coming from a masculine. So divine feminine, you might have a masculine that resurfaces in your life if you guys are in separation. I say separation because this is somebody who misses you. And there's this frozen energy that will eventually thaw out with the energy of the sun, where it's going to warm things up, where you guys can open up the conversation to talk about whatever the issues are, whatever you need to talk about in order to create progress and movement forward. But I feel this is somebody who wants that, you know? So that's the opening message. Let's go ahead and add to this and see what else needs to come forward. Let me hold on one second. Okay. Let's see what else for the collective. Continuing to tap into that energy. What else do we need to know here? And perhaps for you, the viewer, what is it that you're being guided to do at this point, at this time? Intimacy. Okay. Ask yourself if it's possible to build more depth into this relationship. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for this relationship to endure. This connection needs to be beyond the physical aspect and more than just an intense physical attraction. So, you know, we saw the chemistry earlier. So the physical attraction could have been super strong. But what this is saying is this person needs to be able to bring more than that. You know, it needs to be able to stand on its feet rather than just the physical attraction. They have to be able to bring more to the table. All right, let's see. What else? What else here? Discernment, yes, pay attention to the red flags, because I feel for those of you who have gone through this journey, like that tower moment with this person, there were red flags. And sometimes, unfortunately, when we're so focused on this individual because we care for them, we're attracted, we're in love, whatever the case might be, it's really hard to pay attention to some of the red flags that are popping up. So it does say, know the warning signs of what an unhealthy relationship or connection looks like. Take your time, ask questions, and choose wisely. Look at the situation from different perspectives, and that's not always the easiest thing to do. Again, because we're so into a person that it's hard for us to see any negative traits about them, but I'm picking up that there are. You know, this is the next card right here, guys. We've got third-party situation. Take that only if it makes sense, and then this is the next card right after that. We've got chemistry, followed by time apart. Just the progression of how these messages are coming through. It's really interesting. So take it if it applies, if there was a third-party situation here for some of you. And there we are again. There's the chemistry. But as we can see, you guys are meant to spend time apart, but bottom of the deck, look at this, we've got the reunion card. So you might be apart for now, but it could be temporary for some of you guys. You know, it's not a forever situation that you guys are apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this. Let's see what else we can learn. So there could be, in some of your situations, other people interfering. Oh, Jackie, yours is a third party? Okay, so it's addressing that here. Let me read this. Other people may be interfering with this relationship or connection. You could be dealing with some miscommunication or misunderstandings. Family or friends may be affecting a situation or decision. This may be unintentional and unconscious. So the overall interpretation that I'm getting here is that there's somebody else that got in the way. And, you know, there's the red flags, but it was also difficult to maneuver everything because of the attraction and the magnetic pull. So yeah, if you are able to relate to this and you guys are apart, I'm getting, just based off of how these cards are coming through, this could happen. So spending time apart and in time come back into union. And going back to what we saw already with the Temperance card, that is basically telling you have patience. It can happen. There's somebody here who misses you, is thinking about you, and is wanting a reconciliation. So that makes sense for me. Let's go ahead and clarify. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those who are in need of these messages. All right, give us some additional insight here. Look at that, we've got the Four of Wands. For some of you, maybe you feel like this is your twin and you guys could be in separation. And just because somebody's our twin flame, that doesn't mean it's an easy journey. It could be just as difficult. But the Four of Wands is a very celebratory energy. You know, it's a good, happy energy of reunions. So there it is again. Spending time apart, but coming back into union. This is a very happy occasion right here. It could culminate in marriage. I mean, we saw the Ten of Cups earlier. So if you guys talked about that, but it never happened, there's a possibility that you guys could end up there. And I like how we have the Six of Pentacles here, because part of the red flags could have been that they just weren't putting in the effort that they needed to in the relationship. That would be yourself, and he is a Libra. Okay, I hear you. So Six of Pentacles is nice. It's about two people who meet each other halfway. There is equality there. You are in agreement that you want to be able to share your lives together. And it doesn't fall on just one person to do all the work. So this is giving us a good indication that if you guys were to come back together, this person knows what it is that is expected of them and how to be able to come towards you as a better person. It doesn't surprise me that we've got the Death card right below the third party situation. So if there is or was a third party, I feel it will be short-lived. I don't feel that that's going to be sustainable. And if it's no longer a factor, I feel this is going to bring forward a lot of changes for either yourself or the person that you're thinking about, because there's nowhere to go but up. You know, this is a situation that is phasing out. It's a closed door. And so it gives you and maybe the other person the opportunity to create change in your life and their life and the overall connection, and hopefully to be able to come towards you as a more mature person who's gained wisdom. They know what it is that they need to do, what it is that you expect from a partner, all of those qualities. Because even though this represents an ending, it can also represent a new beginning after that profound change has occurred. And this is clarification here with the Wheel of Fortune, that someone could be coming back around here. So it's a very positive energy. You guys were destined to connect initially and still destined to find your way back to each other. At least that's the way it's presenting itself here. Seven of Pentacles, hard work pays off. I feel this person is not ready to give up on the connection. It doesn't even matter if you guys haven't even talked in the 3D. I feel maybe energetically they're sending you these vibes that they still think about you. Maybe that's why you were drawn to this reading. You know, this right here, again, it's another card of having patience, because it's going to take time to see something manifest in the 3D. And I like that we've got the Ace of Swords, because this person, they needed to spend time apart from you in order to have that light bulb moment, in order to gain the clarity to realize the error of their ways, the mistakes that they have made, maybe certain things that they said, and if wishing that they could go back in time to undo the damage. This right here is giving them the power to get behind the wheel of their life, so to speak, get rid of the third party, get rid of any drama, get rid of anything that could contribute to a tower. So that's positive for me, because that could actually lead towards a new beginning here. You know, and we're wrapping up 2025. We'll be heading into 2026 before we know it. Look at this, and we've got the star coming through again. Okay, so Aquarius coming through pretty prominently here. And then we also have the Chariot. So all of these cards are very positive, and it's letting us know that yes, there is movement. You know, so if things have been stagnant between you and this person, it does seem that there is a wish that can come true in the 3D here. Either you're wishing for it or they are heavily wishing for it. And this right here represents triumph. It represents success. It represents movement forward, which is good. So that's a very positive energy. And look at this. And then we've got the Six of Wands. Success, victory, you know, whatever this represents in your life, I am getting that it's a good vibe. It's a good energy. If you guys are in separation, it might be worth revisiting the conversation to talk about it. Not that you're giving them a free pass to just come on in, you know, back in your life. This is somebody who needs to earn their way back in. But I feel that you're going to know it right away. I feel you've gained a lot of wisdom as well from this experience. And if they're presenting you with red flags, you're going to see it right away. And you're going to use that Ace of Swords and cut them out. It's like, okay, I would want to entertain that reconciliation. But if you're bringing me more red flags that could contribute to a tower, then you're not going to go for it because you've learned too much. You've grown too much. You know, you've done the work. So it's not like they could come in and sweet talk you. It's going to require a lot of effort on their part to be able to convince you that they're worth taking back. Look at that. We've got the Fool, so more Aquarius coming through here. And then we've got the King of Cups. This is coming through, guys, from a masculine. This is a masculine. If they're coming in with the energy of the King of Cups, that heart is open. You know, they're tapped into their emotions. They're no longer trying to think too logically about this or, you know, I don't know, like hesitating to tell you that they care or love you. This is somebody who's ready to be a part of your life fully. So if that's what they want, then they're going to have to do the legwork to make that happen. I feel, my feminines, you're not in a position, or maybe you don't want to be in this position to be the one to do the work. You know, it's up to this masculine that's coming through in this reading. And going back to the Seven of Pentacles, that hard work will pay off. So I'm getting it from a masculine who wants a fresh start. And it might take time, you know, it might not happen right away. For some of you, it could be sooner rather than later. I mean, we keep seeing Aquarius popping up. So January, February, around the corner. For some of you guys, maybe it may not happen until Cancer season, which of course is a little bit longer. So that could be June or July of next year. But just knowing that maybe it's worth the wait, you know, because if things were to happen like right here, right now, it may not pan out in the way that you want anyway, you know? So like, I don't know, like wanting things to be rushed or happen right now, I feel it has to happen on its own time. That's what I'm getting there. Yeah, if it happens too soon, you guys would just end up with this tower experience once again and back into separation. So that's no good. We don't want that. So yeah, just give it some time to be able to manifest in the 3D here. This right here is the positive outcome that you want. For some of you guys, we've got Gemini and Virgo coming through here. We also have Aries. So if those signs are making sense for you or your person, it's presenting itself here. But there is this opportunity to manifest something big in the 3D. So you don't want to rush it. But I feel for my feminines, just let your masculine do their thing. You know, it's going to happen on its own time. So it's one of those things where you got to just continue to keep living your life. If it happens, believe me, you will know it. You'll be aware. Okay? You will definitely be aware. All right, so let me grab one more set of cards. And then anybody who's interested in getting a reading here today, I'd love to do that for you. But if not, stick around because I do have an announcement. Okay. So we are doing these typically every Wednesday and Sunday, but we had a schedule conflict this week, which is why we're doing it today. So I'll always, you know, let you guys know if it's not going to happen on the designated day that we're supposed to do the live stream. All right, here we go. So some final thoughts for the collective. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know based off of what we've heard, what we've seen, or anything new that needs to come forward? Grace and Antoinette. For some of you guys, maybe, that could be your name. You could know somebody by that name. So it says to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. And that applies to the individual that you might be focused on as well. Maybe they're too self-focused, too self-absorbed to really see things from your perspective, So by being able to really see each other's perspective and point of view, that could be very healing for that conversation to happen. All right, let's grab another. Archangel Raphael, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So it's just interesting, Ahud, that you mentioned, that you ended up hurting yourself. You broke your femur. So Archangel Raphael is here helping you to continue to heal. I like that. And anyone else that is in need of that type of healing. All right, let's grab another. Whoa, 2 cards, 3 cards flying out. We'll take them. We will take them. What are they? Ooh, I like this one. Okay, Mystique is a good one. We have Francesca, and then we have Ray. So this one right here, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. If you know for a fact that what it is that you're focused on and wanting to manifest, that you're 100% on it, that there's nobody that could convince you otherwise, that that is the path that you're meant to be on, keep going, Don't let the naysayers get in the way. Because if you're expecting a miracle, you might just get it. And then we've got Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. And sometimes when we're just not seeing any progress, we kind of do go to that negative space in our thoughts, in our heart. It's like, oh, wow, why am I continuing to think about this or wish for it? It's been so long. I don't think it's going to happen. But the universe has its own time frame. So try to get rid of anything negative that you're surrounding yourself with or within you, and just put the positive out there. And you'd be surprised how that energy shifts. And then this was the last card that came through. We have Ray. Yoga and exercise, or however way you want to, exercise in your life, are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. I feel that kind of goes together with healing any physical challenges to be able to help you heal even faster, maybe. Okay, so let's clarify this one last set. And then anybody who is wanting a personal reading, I would love to do that for you. And if we don't have anyone this time that wants a reading, I will make my announcement, okay? All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Some final thoughts. Check it out, guys. How many times have we seen the star card here today? So again, Aquarius energy. It's fantastic, right? Whatever it is that you're hoping to manifest, whatever it is that you are wanting to bring into your life, I feel there's this incredible opportunity to do so. And I feel this is something that the universe has your back on it. Jackie, it is 2222. And you can ask any question that you want. All right, let's see what else. Look at that, guys. We have the death card again. And sometimes when a situation comes to an end, or if somebody is just not meant to be a part of our future, it happens, Something ends, but it also brings in like a new beginning for you. Hold on 1 second, guys. I got a cough. I'm going to mute my mic. Okay. Ooh, sorry, guys. Sometimes I get this tickle in my throat. Jackie, I see your comment. Okay. Sorry, my voice sounds ridiculous when I cough. Okay. Six of Swords. Okay. I sound horrible right now. I just need my voice to come back. Okay. So there is this need to release the past, what is meant to be left behind, you know? And I feel that makes sense with this card. It's like keep charging forward. You know, whatever is not meant to be a part of your future, it's time to let something go or someone go. Okay. Ace of Wands, I like that. So there's a lot of room for growth, new opportunities. I'm sorry for my voice, guys. So yeah, a new beginning. New year, fresh start, new opportunities. Judgment. I am getting that, and we've seen it, you know, somebody from the past, somebody maybe that you've been wanting a reconciliation with, they have the opportunity to return. Look at that. King of Cups, the Chariot, Two of Cups, Magician. This is somebody, and it's coming from a masculine, guys. It's a masculine. This masculine sees you as the one. We're focused on a rekindled partnership here. So it looks pretty good, honestly. It looks good for you guys to be able to move forward, reconnect, come back together, address whatever the issues are. And I feel this is a masculine who's done the work. If they're coming in as the King of Cups, they've done the work. And they really want to be able to manifest something here. Six of Pentacles. It's a good energy here today, guys. Okay, I'm feeling a really good vibe for the general reading. You know, when these cards are presenting itself in this way, the equality, what you want is what they want. What you want to manifest is what they want to manifest. And ultimately, it looks like a very positive outcome to this. So that looks good. Divine counterparts. I'm still losing my voice, sorry. Divine counterparts, yep. So, ultimately, either you see this person as your soulmate or twin flame. You know, and even though you guys might have spent time apart, doesn't even matter. It's like you're still connected spiritually, energetically, in your heart space, still connected. So you don't need that 3D interaction to feel like this is your person. And I feel that that could be a part of the energy that they're sending you. But with the Judgment, they want forgiveness. Maybe they'll come forward with an apology. They've done a lot of thinking. You're still very much a part of their thoughts. Two of Cups. So maybe they're more marriage minded now. Maybe they are really thinking that their search is over. Like, you're the one that they want. They don't want anybody else. That's the energy. That's the vibe. So that's what I'm getting, guys. So give me a second to make this announcement. My voice still sounds ridiculous whenever I have this cough, but it also is an indication of a blockage in the heart chakra for people that have not talked in a while. So during a reading, I get that as well. Okay, I'll take a drink. Give me 1 second. Oh my God. Okay. I think I'm good. Okay, so last Sunday, was it, Cameron? Last Sunday, we did a live stream, and I did a personal mini reading giveaway. So the gentleman that won was supposed to have sent me his information so I could do his reading. Well, he never contacted me. So it's been about a week, I'd say, at this point, right? Yeah. So I'm going to open it up to another person to be able to receive a free mini reading. So I can't see on my screen. Hold on 1 second. So we've got 7 people on here. So Cameron, if you could... 10. Oh, is there 10?
Like watching.
Okay, cool. So if you're tuned in and watching, you have the opportunity to get a personal mini reading from me. So we're going to go ahead and write your handle down, put it in a bag, and I'm literally going to choose somebody that's right here, right now. And all you need to do is send me an email at celestialforecasts@gmail.com. Names, sun signs, brief background, 1 focus question, and then I'll go ahead and send you the link. So give us 1 second. I'll get that together for you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Please hang in there. She'll be right back. She's just having a coughing attack, but she's okay though. So don't worry. She'll be back.
We're gonna pick names.
And they will be picking names shortly. So stand by.
Okay, guys, my voice is somewhat. Okay, so if you are tuned in, please put your handle down in the comments so we can include everybody. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a name to get a personal mini reading, okay? So I see 9 people watching. So yeah, put your handle down in the chat. We're going to include everybody to be able to win a personal mini reading. Okay, so I'm going to choose 1 person. So yeah, the only people I see on the chat are Jackie, Ahood, and Renee. So we're doing a free mini reading giveaway, guys. So if you just tuned in, put your handle in the chat. We're going to include you in the drawing for a free mini reading giveaway. Could be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Excuse my voice, I just had a coughing attack. And I've been trying to get over a cold. Of all the times, good lord. Okay, so I don't see any other people wanting to add their handle on here. So okay, Jackie, Ahood, and Renee. Go ahead and put their names in a bag and let's choose one. I will choose one person. If you are just now tuned in, we're doing a draw for a free mini reading. So if you haven't already commented in the chat, we can include you, okay? So please do so. And I'm going to go ahead and choose one person to get a reading.
Pick one of those.
All right, guys, I'm choosing a name now. Hang in there.
Pick one of those papers out there.
Jackie, you won. So I'd be happy to do a personal mini reading for you. So yes, please send me an email, celestialforecasts@gmail.com. Okay, so I just need the names of all the individuals you want me to include in the reading, sun signs, brief description, and one question, and then I'll go ahead and email you the link to your reading, okay? And if I did not choose you this time, we're going to do another free reading giveaway on Sunday. All right, so please tune back in. You could get chosen at that time. If you know anybody who could use the advice or guidance from a free mini reading, please share it with them so that we have a whole bunch of people tuning in on Sunday and giving everybody a chance to go ahead and win a reading. You know, that's something that I really wanted to do for you guys for the holiday season. So yeah, please feel free and share that, okay? So Jackie, congratulations. And everybody that tuned in, sorry guys, my voice is just horrible right now. But we'll be back on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, giving you guys another chance to win a personal mini reading after the general love forecast. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, please do. We are The Celestial Forecast by Carrie on IG. If you don't already subscribe here on YouTube, please do so as well. We'd love your support. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, give my voice a rest, so I'll be good for Sunday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for joining us, and hopefully the advice, the reading today offered you some guidance that was helpful. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Take care.